Well, a dull knife is a dangerous knife.
That's right, and that makes this a very busy time of the year for a Madison business. Sharpening your kitchen knives, it can kind of be a chore. But when you leave it to Bill Peterson, it becomes functional art. That high-pitched sound you're hearing is knife sharpening perfection. Bill Peterson is the owner of Wisconsin Cutlery and Kitchen Supply in the Shorewood Shopping Center. He's earned a reputation and a huge following as an expert on all things cutlery.
I can't tell you how many people have come to me after they've gotten their knife sharpened and said, you made cooking so much more fun.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Once you have a sharp knife, you can never go back to a dull knife.
Exactly.
For $4 a blade and 5 minutes to spare, Bill can restore any dull knife to a razor edge. Bill, what is this wheel that you're sharpening? What is this called?
This is aluminum oxide. It's a 36-inch diameter wheel. Probably the wheel itself weighs about 350 pounds. The shaft is another 150, so that's 450 pounds spinning. And as you can see, it's water cooled. There's a tank of water down below that kind of keeps the knife cool so it doesn't get too hot.
The customer who brought that knife in said it broke in the drawer.
Right.
So what are you doing with it today?
So what I'm trying to do, it was originally, it was this knife right here. It was this knife that was broken. You can see the tip is right here.
Oh, wow.
And so what we're trying to do is just make it usable for him again.
Is there a lot of technique involved to this?
It's very difficult to learn. It's something, every knife is different. Every knife have a different thickness. It's a lot of technique, a lot of learning, and just a lot of repetition as far as, you know, what you're going to do to learn how to actually make it right. So I've been doing this now for 7 years here. I ran a store in Chicago for 5 years. So it's been like 12 or 13 years.
Not bad for a guy who was first introduced to knives when he was barely a teenager.
So I asked my dad, you know, what should I do? And I worked for Kohl's, the grocery store at that time as a bagger. And so he said, why don't you talk to him about becoming a meat fitter? So I did that. And so I did that for 10 years.
Bill honed his craft working for a Chicago manufacturer that serviced butcher shops for 14 years before starting out on his own.
So now we've got, again, aluminum oxide. You can feel this, how smooth that is, kind of dusty.
Yeah.
And so what this is going to do is this is actually going to finish the blade. So a few more times on this.
Ready for Thanksgiving.
All right, let's give it a test.
Wow, that's sharp.
Yeah, if
that's
you can do
very
that,
sharp.
you know it's pretty good.
When Bill isn't sharpening knives, he's teaching people about them.
So you can see how thick the back of this knife is, and it actually conducts down here too, the same way. This is a Japanese style knife here, and you can see how thin this knife is. So to me, this is a four-wheel drive, okay? This is a Ferrari.
It is a science.
It is a science, and I think one of the things that I've always taken a lot of pride in is educating people. I think my business is, the thing that I like about my business is that I can give you an answer of why you buy this instead of that. And that's the thing about my business that I'm very passionate about. All right, have a good Thanksgiving.
You too.
All right.
Bill says with proper maintenance, a knife should last you forever. He recommends getting knives sharpened once a year, but he says don't use those electric sharpeners that a lot of people use that you can buy in different stores because he said they do more harm than good. Wisconsin Cutlery and Kitchen Supply is on University Avenue and it's open 7 days a week.
I think I need to make a trip.
$4.
Yeah,
$4 a blade, and it takes from start to finish, it takes about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It's amazing
Mine
to see it.
Mine are pretty dull.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.